the Sitrep podcast studio. It is Saturday Night Live in Sitrep style. In the studio tonight is our own fly girl, Dawn, and Marty, and this is Fall Guy, and Phil. And get ready, because we're coming to you live from the Sitrep podcast studios.
Yes! All the cool kids do that.
Hey everybody, this is Bill Sitrep 6, and you are live with us here in the studio. And look who's with us.
Hey!
It's Dawn, and it's Marty. And I'm going to bring up our chat here so I can make sure we're all doing our thing. I'm going to be running the cameras and everything today. And they're going to do some hobbying, and we'll be helping out Dawn as we go. And we are now live on Saturday night. And of course, everybody, grab your favorite beverage.
Whoa.
Salud.
Slancha.
And let us roll. All right.
Smooth and refreshing.
So, why don't we start off with what you working on tonight?
So, I have a plethora of dudes. These are from Chris Long's 3D Mini company, our good friend.
Yep, modern
And
3dmini.com.
Yeah, and
Way to be a team player there, Marty.
yeah.
And tonight's official sponsor is
IED guy.
oh my god.
I'm like, wait, what? I was about to
It's gonna be
say.
a long
I was
show.
about to tell what guys I got here. What are you doing? Oh, yeah. Modern.
Yes,
What
spit it
you
out.
said.
Modern 3D
Mini.com.
Mini.com.
Wow.
I keep. Chris, I love you. I'm sorry. You have great shit. I brought it to show off. But yeah, I got some IED dudes. I got some machine gun suits, some RPK guys. I got some wounded dudes, and then a plethora of civilians. So, a bunch of stuff to work on. We'll see what strikes my fancy.
Cool.
Go from there.
All right. And Dawn?
So, I can't follow the rules. It's just not how I roll. So I feel like an underachiever after looking at Marty's pile of miniatures, but I have 3. And they are zombies from All Out War Walking Dead. And I figured I could find a loophole because it is an army of undead, right? Close?
Close.
Kinda?
When they're all painted, it will be. I mean,
Okay,
3
yes.
does not make an
Whatever, I gotta start somewhere.
army. Right? That's true. Every journey starts with the first step.
There you go.
And I am just directing the cluster that this will be.
And he ain't doing crap.
I might work on some Warlord 20 millimeter Napoleonics. I got some. These are not the Imperial Guard. I believe these are just the French Grenadiers. So I might work on those in a little while, but we'll see. So we are ready to get started tonight. And of course, this is anything goes. As you saw in the intro, people fall. As you notice, we're in a different location.
In the safety of our kitchen, where it is a 1-height floor, because somebody.
I did request that my chair have a back, arms, headrest, and 5-point harness.
We didn't have enough time to deconstruct a child safety seat, but we will have that ready for you next time
It's
with a special.
you all saw why. We don't need to.
Right?
We don't need to dwell on the point. But it's true.
We do.
No sense in belaboring that.
Nope. So we hope you all enjoyed the show tonight. Big Jim's in the house, and
Hey,
James, what's up, brother?
and hope you enjoy just the laughter and goofiness that is the Sitrep Night Live.
I think we gotta talk a little bit about
What do we got to talk about?
well, I think,
A lot to talk about, but what are we talking about now?
but the big one. I think that we said we were going to talk about was the campaign.
Oh, yeah.
promotion.
Yeah, well, I thought
campaign. Well, originally we were going to talk about that on the Wednesday night stream. Unfortunately, life has gotten in the way, and I ended up working an ungodly long shift. It burned me out. So we'll briefly mention it tonight, but I was hoping for next Wednesday that we can get together and really hammer out the details of it. So we have a campaign that we're going to be starting, and it's called Butter Bar to 4-Star.
Great.
Thanks, Jim.
Yeah, I was going to say, Jim came up with that one. I think that was pretty good.
And let me get rid of a stupid person.
It's got a good ring. Is that me?
No.
Oh.
It was a spammer. Do you want to be famous? I'll make you famous.
Oh. Damn, he just cut out your opportunity there.
Damn. I feel a little attacked. I'm not gonna lie.
Jim goes, who thought of that name? Right.
So smart guy.
I was gonna say, yeah, the one that brings all the class to the joint.
Yep. So guys, sit back with your favorite beverage. If you've got the official Jim Oriskany shot glass.
Oh,
do you have yours?
I forgot to pull my shot glass out.
We've only been here an hour before.
We were actually prepared.
Live.
We were sitting here for the last 15 minutes going, what are we going to do?
Anywhere.
Hey, you say that. I don't see any shot glass in front of you, lady.
Look, I'm not special enough. I don't have one.
Everybody. You don't even have one?
I don't.
Hold on, let me this off from last time. There we go. See, you'll never be able to see that on camera. But long story short, Oriskany.
There you go.
And I'm not using it for paint water.
And Chris is in the house. Walkabout Games. Welcome to the show. Chris, just wanted to let you know you are the unofficial official sponsor of tonight's live stream.
I got your dudes here, Chris. Thank you.
So, what is his company called again?
Modern 3dminiature.com. Mini.com.
So close.
Man, either I am giving a ton of business to other places.
Yeah, they're like, we don't know who this is.
Or I'm just sending people into the Ethernet and they're like, I want Chris Wong's cool stuff. I'm like, I don't know. We'll link it.
So I want to take a look at one of these guys.
Please do. They're actually, I've already, they come,
words.
Spit it out.
So they come on the little sprue. They're resin prints, right? So they still got all the sports and stuff on them. So I've taken them, removed them from the sprues. I've put them on a base, and I've primed them black. So the detail won't show up on camera very well, but you'll be able.
Yep. No, they're really crisp, sharp. We did a preview of these minis on a Wednesday night stream. I had printed some guys, and we gave away a starter set of some guys to a lucky winner way back when. I don't even remember who it was now. So yeah, they're really good. I backed that Kickstarter. Chris is an official licensed supplier,
distributor.
No, he makes them. So is he a supplier, manufacturer, license? We're gonna go with licensed manufacturer, producer. He's up there with Warlord and GW.
Why is he talking crap about us in the chat when we're trying to talk nice? My son says thank you guys.
Well, his son is actually like the head of the company.
I was gonna say, so we know who you're actually making do all the work. And thank you to your son, because your son threw in a lot more stuff than I actually paid for.
Oh, that's the best.
So full disclosure, they were very kind and sent a bunch of stuff. I do have the shopping cart of Doom. However, I don't have all the paints for it. I don't have good chrome paint or anything.
Shopping cart of Doom.
Yeah, it's literally a shopping cart with a really big gun on it.
Yeah, it's like a dash gun, like a.
She wouldn't know what that was.
50 cal.
I know. Remember who you're talking to.
Now, if you said the Elder Wand,
the show that
it has the Elder Wand on it.
I would completely understand.
It has the Elder Wand of Russian machine guns on a shopping cart. But I don't have the shopping cart paint yet, so I'm not going to be working on that one. But
you have an Elder Wand, just in case that's needed.
Can it whip me up some chrome paint?
Maybe.
In which case we both win.
So speaking of paints, what kind of paints are you guys using today? Don, I'll start with you.
I am using Citadel's contrast paint.
Okay.
And this is a first for me. So.
Okay.
Almost all of mine is Army paint. I think I got a couple of Vallejo mixed in here. Basic. almost everything I have is either Vallejo or Army Painter. I have one Vallejo color here.
Nice.
The rest of these are Army Painter colors. Much of it from the War Paints line.
So Jim says, booze is poured, first sip is downrange.
Yeah.
Good man. That's
Nice
what
job.
I'm talking about.
Nice job. And for those who are joining the stream right now, welcome to the live stream. I hope you can go back at some point when this finally posts up in full recording, and you make sure you catch the opening.
You have to.
Yes. So
Never gets old.
never.
I mean, I didn't catch the opening. Well, I did.
But you are the opening.
I was a little late on my catching of myself. And if you see the opening, you'll understand what that means.
So yeah, I'm trying to run the control board and let those guys do most of the painting. I'll probably get the itch here, but I don't see the paints I need. Well, you got a white there. So I have a sprue of Warlords 28 millimeters, Napoleonic French Grenadiers. I believe these are Grenadiers. They came with the War Games Illustrated magazine. You get a free sprue every once in a while. I'm sorry, Napoleonic French Line Infantry. So you get a free sprue once in a while. I got some Caesar Legionnaires in the other one. But I might paint some up. I do love some Napoleonics, so we'll see. And Chris says, we now sell World War II miniatures in 15 and 28 millimeter.
Yeah, if you haven't seen any of those, go to his Facebook page or his webpage, whatever. He's got some good previews there.
Dawn,
Yes.
did you seatbelt Marty in?
No, but I will keep an eye on it.
All right.
I would like to have all of
The
you
dog
invited to
keeps
go through
laying
yourself.
down here, so there might actually be a cushion should you fall.
No, that's going to be what makes me fall. I'm going to take a step. I'm going to step on
That
Hermione.
is also a very real possibility.
No 10 millimeter federal troops. You still have 15 million of those to do. You're right.
This lady's
Well,
arm is severely broken.
You are so right. Those I'm still setting up to do the speed painting with airbrushing. It's just a matter of I gotta dedicate. Honestly, I'm gonna have to dedicate a full day to painting and filming. It's just work has been so freaking
Worky?
worky.
Yeah.
Worky work.
Darn it with the worky
This work thing, I'm telling you, it's been messing up my schedule too
Right.
this week.
And then Chris says, waiting for Marty to fall. LOL.
We could.
Thanks, Chris.
That,
You're my guy.
That should be like a fundraiser, right? Like
What for my recovery,
Yeah.
or if
No.
we
No.
raise X many
If you
dollars, I
are-
take a fall.
Yeah.
If you're at a certain level of our supporters,
Some places,
when we get our webpage up, Marty will fall for you for a slight, donation to
yeah. Some places do dump tanks. That's not how Sitrep rolls.
No. Let's not do that. I almost ate it at a gun class I was at a week and a half ago. That was interesting. A couple of dudes did do it, so I feel better that I was at least able to stay on my feet.
right? So,
I want to see what you're talking about these being almost washy.
Yeah, with the contrast paints.
Mhm.
Yeah, you don't.
It's kind of cool.
Yeah, I mean it kind of does a lot of work for you,
It
right?
really does.
for those who are really not like big painters, it really does a lot of the work for you. So, all right. So, shout out to the audience. What are you guys doing tonight? Obviously, you're listening or watching us, goofballs.
Teach your luck. I mean, thanks for tuning in.
So Chris says, love the contrast paint. So in the next episode of Sitrep Night Live, we will actually have an intro, and there will be a monologue. The guests come out, just like that one show. We'll probably get a cease and desist letter for doing this. But until that point,
I haven't gotten one of those in a while.
Yeah.
I'm due.
Yeah, because we're big enough to be on their radar.
Well,
Yeah, okay.
Warner Brothers sent Dawn one.
It is true.
So,
My claim to infamy.
So you just got to be careful there. But until that meantime, we will have one. So, question for you, Marty.
Yes.
What's the difference between a sci-fi wargamer and a historical wargamer?
Well, so we had this discussion earlier, and I took the wrong view on it. So my view was about a decade, and I was talking about the speed that technology progresses. However, Bill has a different answer to this.
About 30 years.
And he's not wrong.
Between the age of a sci-fi wargamer and a historical wargamer.
We've talked about inside of all those Warhammer kids is a historical guy waiting to break loose.
Right?
They just don't know it when they're young.
They don't. Hermione.
Yeah, and this stream will come with all kinds of sound effects. The dog's doing something crazy. The bird who is actually sleeping in her cage right now, which is weird.
Right. So yes, we are in the comfort of our secret lair. Kitchen. Because it's cooler than the other studio, which is the garage. And
Yes.
we still haven't fixed the table, so it's at an unsafe height. So health and safety would be coming over to make sure we had our yellow helmets and safety vests on and harnesses.
Hi, Viz.
I almost wore my reflective belt. I thought of
Oh yeah, because that stops you from everything, right? All harm.
when I was at Bob Salerno, if I wore that at night, I'd be okay.
Right?
That's what they told me.
So, what gaming do we have going on this weekend? Jim has some, I think, more Red Dragon tomorrow.
Yeah, done heard.
I believe. Who is your opponent this week? And you didn't go to Dust Days or Dust Barbecue or whatever that was.
No, and I'm very disappointed about it. I really wanted to go. I even had some. I painted up my new mercenary. Well, not really new. I've had them for a while, but I painted up my mercenary walkers and Turbo Dork, and I finally figured out how to mix that stuff right, and it was looking good. Oh. Yeah, I was not feeling up to it.
You really should have a blue shirt. I didn't bring any blue down.
Oh, hey, I got blue. It's not contrast paint,
That's all right.
but I do have blue.
Just thin it.
Deep blue enough for you?
Yes, that's great.
It is.
So,
It's that color.
what figures do you have there, Dawn? Because you have a special figure.
I
in
did.
there.
Well, so I tried to go with a variety. So I went with zombies from it. And so I have a male zombie with an eviscerated belly. I thought that was fun.
Yep.
And then I have a zombie, what looks like maybe a waitress. Would you say she was maybe a waitress? Like a diner? She looks like she's got like a
Yeah, because I don't think.
apron.
Yeah, I don't think that's like housewife look. I think
No.
that's like she's working at a diner.
Like
or
a
something.
diner. And then, because I have the Kickstarter version, I have zombie Ronnie Renton. And that's why I said I needed blue. He's got to have a mantic blue shirt on.
So, for those of you who may not know who Ronnie Renton is, who's Ronnie Renton?
Ronnie Renton is the owner, main man of Mantic Games.
Right.
And my buddy.
Yep. And Jim says, Bernard is taking me on in a game of Air War C-21, cutting-edge, ultra-modern U.S. Air Force and U.S. Navy versus the People Liberations Air Force. Communist China versus Navy and Air Force. Think we'll see F-35s?
That says cutting edge, ultra modern. I would think so.
You think there'll be F-22s? Sorry. The F-22 is like the redhead stepchild.
It could be.
Let's see. Chris says, Ronnie is a crazy man, LOL.
He is.
And Jen is in the house. Hi, Jen.
Jen.
Jen says, I gotta say, those Chinese planes are sexy.
Wait, what?
Communist lover!
Yeah.
Jim!
Yeah.
Intervention! Intervention!
That's not what we want to hear.
So Jim says J-20s and J-11s versus F-35s, U.S. Navy, and F-22, U.S. Air Force.
Ah, see? There you go. I'm down.
And then Jen says, is that the Michael Bay plane? I'm assuming she's referring to the Raptors. 22s. Wasn't the 22 the one that's like, everybody says it was a huge waste of money and all that good stuff, and it's pretty much useless because the 35 is already, outpaced it, yada, yada, yada.
Yeah, essentially.
Gotcha.
I don't know. I necessarily agree with that completely, but yeah, that's the beef about it.
Gotcha. So, guys, make sure you watch Jim's live stream tomorrow when he takes to the skies. Now, the question is,
Which side is Jim playing?
Oh.
Is he playing the communists? Or is he playing the good old US of A? And now let me tell you.
Who's he playing?
Bernard.
Mm-hmm.
All I know is Jim was telling me about a plane we have that only flies in movies. I'm not sure which one that is, Jen. F-22. Because the real ones don't really fly. What was I going to say? Blah, 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 blah. Oh, which one is Jim going to be tomorrow? So make sure you tune in tomorrow to find out. I think Jim purposely plays the quote-unquote bad guys in each game. One, because he doesn't want the opponent to feel like, they got to always play the bad guy. And two, I think Jim likes to be the underdog in most cases.
Well, what if the bad guy isn't the underdog?
But you know what? The bad guy is only written in history by the winners.
That's right.
So,
It's kind of like the conversation we were having the other day. One man's insurgents, another man's freedom fighter.
this is true. Just ask the Americans and the British American War of Independence. Jim says the F-22 hasn't seen much action. The F-35 has already seen combat in Syria and North Iraq. Yep. We still have to do the battle scale. I got to finish some tanks. I got to get my printer to go up and running. I need another printer. No, I can't get another printer because we're supposed to be downsizing our stuff.
Correct.
What if you get a small printer? That sounds like
For anybody that's ever wondered how this works, I got one that, Spendy McSpenderson, and then the bad influence that's just like, well, Bill should just get one. Okay. And then Bill's like, fine. Good.
What did you call me?
Spendy McSpenderson.
Huh.
Am I wrong, though?
No. Whatever. And then Chris says Saturn turns up here tomorrow. I'm assuming that's another 3D printer. Or it's the actual planet coming really close and we're all dead.
Yeah, then it won't matter.
We don't know.
Yeah, then it won't matter what size printer you order.
And also, remember, the unofficial official sponsor of tonight's live stream is...
I'm waiting. I'm like, what? This is my face.
Modern3dmini.com, where with every order you will get maple syrup. Comes to you from Canada. Yeah, eh? Sorry, I had to throw that out there. Chris says, yep, bigger 3D printer. I believe the dog mascot has to go outside and do a latrine call. All right.
Yeah, why don't you go ahead and take the dog out, Bill? That's a good idea.
Come on, minor doodles.
Should probably go out with her.
What kind of trouble can we get into while Bill's outside with the dog?
You guys go out.
Come on. She's like, no, I just want to sit at your spot at the table. Psych.
All right, I'm back. I remember we still have a few of the first run Sitrep podcast t-shirts, not the old one that he's wearing.
My other one's dirty. I wear it a lot.
I gave you more than one. Anywho, moving on. You got a green one and a black one, remember? Yes, remember we wore one on one day, one on the other day.
Did I leave one in the bag? Like, I wore the shit out of the green one. Where's the black one at?
Jim, I need to make sure I confirm your address so I can send you your care package. Did you bring his hat?
I did not bring it with me tonight, but I can drop it off.
Okay.
Anytime. Yeah, because got a hat for you, Jim.
And we have a backpack for you.
We could pack all the stuff in the backpack.
What?
Wow.
And we also had a winner for the backpack contest from the last podcast.
Oh, yeah. Who was our winner?
You're ready for this? Ben Johnson.
All right.
Way to go.
Good for.
So the question is, does that disqualify him because he's related to
No.
a staff member?
I would say no.
No.
I mean, he still had to do the thing, right?
He did the thing.
He was there to know about it, and then he did it.
He did the thing.
I think that's all good.
Yep. Jim says, I was talking about sexiness of blue-gray dazzle camo and digicam the Chinese planes use. American planes and missiles are markedly better. I agree. Chris says, haha, Ben. Jim says, but the color scheme is cobalt gray and sky gray. They look boring. Well, we're not out there to be Gucci. Oh. We're out there to rain death and destruction.
Isn't that supposed to be like sky camouflage, though?
Right.
I mean, it's kind of like the old debate that we have when you're painting historical figures that have, like, especially modern camouflage. Do you paint it accurately? In which case, your dudes literally blend into the board. And in our case, can be very difficult to film and see accurately.
Like we did with the ultra modern combat.
I
had combat modern. Yeah.
I mean, that was so good. I had two dudes on the table that Dan was next to me and didn't see, which worked out in my favor until I had to move them, and then he saw them and immediately murdered one of them. The other one made a run for it.
Yeah. And if you really want to paint something colorful and sexy, Napoleonics, people. Napoleonics.
True.
Do you know how many color schemes of uniforms there are for all the different armies and units in the Napoleonic War? More than I can count. There are books dedicated just to color schemes of different uniforms within the Napoleonic Wars.
Good.
I mean, it could be a blue coat with red piping. It could be a blue coat with gold piping. It goes on and on and on. And
then the enlisted had silver buttons, and the officers had gold buttons.
And God forbid you go to a tournament and your guys have the wrong color scheme. There'll be some rivet counter out there that's going to come down on your shit and tell you that is the wrong thread color. Just saying. That's why moderns are so much easier.
Yeah, well, that and the guys I'm painting right now, they're all insurgents. I can paint whatever you want.
Yep.
The best part about that is, like, when I'm painting Afghan guys, people are like, "That's not how they looked." I'm like, "That's really the 2.5 years I spent there. I saw some dudes that look just like this."
So Jen says, when I think of camouflage camouflage planes, I think, cue Elmer Fudd's voice. Shh, be very, very quiet. We're hunting Meg.
So does that mean we're supposed to paint the planes like a red
plaid? And Jim says, reason number 312, I stay away from Napoleonics.
True.
So I saw an article in one of the game magazines I was reading the other day when I had like 5 seconds to read. And they were, talking about gaming post-COVID. I don't even know why they call it post-COVID, because we're still in the middle of the shit,
we're
right?
Still COVIDing.
Yeah. Nobody knows when the end of that is going to be, and they want to clue me in. That would be awesome.
Yeah, anyways, so they were doing different, Napoleonics, and there was French versus Arabs or something like that, different campaigns. And I'm looking at these tables, and it's just massive lines, face to face, and there's no fire maneuver, and it's just we're on this side, you're on this side. It's like, what it reminds me of?
What does it remind
you? Warhammer 40K. Just put your guys on here, and you put your guys here, and we're just going to meet in the middle, and whoever has the most stuff, we're going to win. Right?
Yeah, whoever's got the toughest guys or the most guys or some combination thereof.
So, it's just, let's see. Chris says Napoleonics is a lifelong project. It sure the hell is. It sure the hell is. I mean, you can spend your entire life just doing Napoleonics.
Spend your entire life doing one figure.
That's true. And Jim says that's bad game design. I agree, but I think
we're not saying if it's good or bad. We're just saying how it is.
Yeah.
And then you have the Zulu War. My favorite conflict, non-American.
And then there's Dawn in the corner.
Muggles. We still have to put that Alamo together or finish it. And you know what? That's what we should do on a live stream. Is do the Adobe walls. I got a bag of sand outside. We'll get my big thing of Elmer's glue, some sand, a little bit of water, mix that all crap, and just start sticking it on.
We just take some of the old pool sand out of the filter, try it out.
Right?
It'll work.
There's honestly more to Napoleonic line tactics than that. And Jim says in parentheses, I cannot type tonight. Well, Jim, that's because he started drinking early.
Jim.
Shots!
think we know how that happened. We're not judging. We're just saying.
Not at all. So, Don, I think you're right. I think a little background music would help spice up the air, but Sitrep Podcast is famous for getting copyright strikes. Not copyright strikes that get you closed down, but just the strikes that say, hey, you use something that's copyrighted and somebody's claiming it for monetization. Which we go, BS. Jim's really good about keeping his licenses together. Me, not so much. So I've been trying to download them as I go nowadays, so in case somebody comes back, because one video I had done recently had copyright strike. And then Jen says, wait, has anybody said long story short? I just did. What do you need?
I don't know. Put something in there that's not shitty.
Galileo? What's that?
Galileo.
What's that yellow crap?
Galliano?
Yeah.
Galileo.
Italiano.
You don't want
Mambo Italiano. No?
It is Italian.
it. It's Italian. It's yeah. You don't want
So like limoncello or something?
No,
or?
it's
It's more like Sambuca.
Yeah.
Oh no. No, if it's licorice tasting, no.
No, but you make golden Cadillacs with it, which is vanilla ice cream with it, which I know sounds completely disgusting. It's so good. It's an after dinner drink.
It's
Wait a minute. Big announcement.
like a cordial, if you will.
Maybe.
Big announcement.
Big announcement? Wait, what? Okay.
We have a big announcement. So, first, Jim says copyright claims rather than copyright strikes. You're right. Wrong terminology.
There you go, yes.
However, big announcement. There's now a promo code for viewers of Sitrep for 10% off on the site. Alex just put it up for the views.
Alex, buddy, you're good, man. All right, and by the way, James, here you go.
Woo! All right, moving right along. So, let's talk a little bit. I know we were going to save this for a live stream, but I figured, you know what? We're all right here. Let's talk a little bit about it, and then we'll hammer out the details in the live stream. Butter bar to 4-star.
I love the concept.
I love the name.
I mean, there.
I want butterbeer.
Butterbeer.
It's kind of funny you say that. So, doing dishes tonight. We went down to Disney in July, and Maria, my oldest daughter, got a butterbeer in one of the what do you call it, souvenir mugs, and the souvenir mug was there. I'm like, what does? Oh,
We have a butterbeer mug.
I told you not to put that in the dishwasher, though, right?
Don't put it in the dishwasher.
The design comes off.
Yeah.
Oh,
Do you have the plastic one or glass one?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Don't put that in the dishwasher.
now that I think about it, it may not have actually been in the
I mean, it
dishwasher.
wasn't
The
on my-
dishwasher was open. It was on the side.
It wasn't on the first wash, but it didn't take long.
But yeah, I saw that and I'm like,
So, Jim and Jen, we thought about you today while we were eating dinner because Dawn and I had fresh mahi
Oh, so good.
on the grill
So good.
and peas and rice with fresh key lime olive oil from the Keys.
key lime.
Oh, it's awesome
It
stuff.
is really good.
That would be.
And we had fish. We had smoked
It would be a
fish
no
dip
for
for
you?
lunch.
That'd be a new one.
Oh, a new one.
And we had smoked fish dip for lunch. Homemade.
Yeah.
That is awesome. There's a guy at my church that makes.
Oh, we have some if you want some. You get snacky.
Oh,
Out of sweet pickles, though.
Yeah, we're out of sweet
Racist.
pickles.
but he does smoked catfish and smoked trout dip.
Mm.
So good.
And
I'd give him a shout out, but there's no way he's watching.
the promo code for the 10% discount from Caruso's store, which is
Marty's fault. Oh, wait a minute, not the promo, not the promo code. I was gonna say it's gonna be Marty Falls 10.
The promo code is Sitrep, which you can find at all the awesome miniatures at
3D miniature.
So close, dude.
Modern 3D Mini.
Ah, I knew it. Oh my God.
Jesus H.
I'm telling you, there's gonna be dudes all over the interwebs trying to find this stuff.
So, Chris, don't worry. When
Chris,
it comes time to
Alex.
do an official commercial for you, he will not be doing it.
It'll be scripted. I promise I can read.
Doubt it.
I didn't say I read well. I just said I can read.
You are a distinguished alumni.
That's right.
So,
Yeah. Yeah.
Mine, do you have to go out or not? Come on.
like, no, but it's
Every time you get up, she goes to your chair.
every night. And there she goes. Dog, you're special.
Just working it. Working you guys.
What? Do you have to go out?
Maybe.
No? You want to lay down? Then lay down.
It's like I would, but Marty's in my spot.
All right. Hey, Madman has joined the show. Welcome, Madman. Let's see. Jen says smoked fish tip is hard to get because it's really difficult for those fish to light up while underwater.
First you gotta train them.
You got to use the waterproof matches, Jen. That's the trick.
So I'm going to throw out another unofficial commercial thing here. We get our fish and shrimp and smoked fish sent up to us from Key Largo Fisheries. So if you're looking for really fresh fish and you don't live near the Keys, they'll send it to you overnight. Yeah, it's a little expensive, and that's where I get my stone crab claws when
And
I don't have my crab traps in the water.
They only deliver Monday through Thursday.
Thursday.
Yeah.
Or no, they only ship Monday through Thursday.
Yeah.
So, anyway, moving on. Madman says, played Napoleonics 40 years ago, 6 foot by 12 foot table, troops lined up from end to end. Just push forward into firing range and roll dice for hours.
Right?
I mean,
that's got to be a ton of dudes.
it's a lot of dudes. And to be honest with you, a lot of Napoleonic battles, that's what you did, right? Because
That's how they were fought. Yeah.
Right.
I mean, yeah. What are you going to do?
what are you going to do? You need to stop. Look, I have been asking you if you want to go out, and you're talking back to me. My dog talks back to me.
And the birds laughing.
And
at
the
you.
birds laughing at you.
Sorry, Madman corrected and said a 16-foot wide table by 12 feet. Jeez, H. How do they reach?
I was going to say, yeah, you got one of those the little croupier things where you're pushing dudes around. I mean, you'll never get to your guys in the middle of the table.
Hey, is Ben working?
Yes.
Maybe you should bring us home a pizza.
Ooh.
Yeah. Can you ask him that?
I would, but
I have my phone. Anyway, oh wait, Madman corrects it again. No, 6 feet by 16 feet. Gotcha.
Okay, there you go.
And Chris goes, "LOL, love your bird laughing."
I know, right? And
Right
her timing is like spot on 90% of the time.
on. Spot on.
She may make an appearance. It's not uncommon for her to
What?
fly over.
Definite maybe, yeah. So when she flies at you and I scream like a little girl,
And he will.
that'll be when I fall.
That'll be, well,
So watch for it.
and or just the scream alone will be worth, another bookmark for the video.
I don't need
We'll add it to your comedy.
I don't need the little miniature featherless pterodactyl coming at me, okay? I'm just saying.
Hey, we won the lottery.
We did.
Yep, we won $20.
Woo! That's exciting.
Isn't it?
Don't spend it all at once.
Right?
We don't want you to blow your retirement.
All right. What was I? Oh, asking Ben for bring home a pizza.
Yeah.
Pizza. I hate Pizza Hut though.
To go with our smoked fish.
I really
Now,
don't
that
like Pizza
sounds
Hut.
gross.
Hey, look, you just gotta be flexible.
Oh, look, I got something from Jackson Health System. We are having a system-wide hiring event for all locations on May 25th. May 25th?
May 25th. next year, or we have to go into the past.
I think they're trying to tell you something.
Right?
There's a message in there.
That was an old message. They sent me a new one, but I have to tap to download, so it's probably going to blow up my phone. Well, it's an excuse to get a new phone. Anyway.
I need it.
Madman goes, what kind of bird?
A Dukor cockatoo.
Dukor cockatoo. Only indigenous to the Solomon Islands.
I had Dumore cockatoo once, but I got a shot for it, and I'm all better now.
You hear that, Holly?
That was one angle to go with.
Oh, wait a minute.
What?
I'm checking up some other questions on Discord.
Oh, the Discord is in the house.
Yep.
So,
and a person called ZFG says, hey, I know you've been looking for more creators, and I have an idea that I need some help with. I wanted to do a Learn to Play Chain of Command series combined with some painting videos as a paint to completion as we play solo game. The idea to work through the campaign while painting minis between turns, maybe 10 to 25 minutes of play alternating painting. Sounds good. Sounds interesting.
So like your own little, it's like a solo escalation league, if you will.
Right? We are open to everything. And actually, I do have the rules for Chain of Command. I haven't played it yet in like earnest, but it's awesome.
I've seen a lot of it. I have not played it myself, but I've watched many a game while I haven't necessarily watched.
I didn't even message Ben.
I've
distracted.
I've had it playing while I've been painting, and so I'm not paying 1,000% attention to it, but it does seem like a good system and a lot of fun. And it's popular. I see it a lot. There's all sorts of stuff about it.
All right, so let's see. Chris says my Napoleon table is 5 feet by 12 feet. Jen says Jim did a table so big once he made it so it split down the middle so you could come up through the middle to move your figures. Dang.
Wow.
Jim says Solomon Islands bird, nice. And then Jim goes on to say, is she a coast watcher keeping up for Japanese warships? She keeps out for a lot of things, right, Hollister? Hi, Holly. Maybe Mama will have you join the show at some point.
We could do that.
And then Madman says, my wife was a veterinarian, so we had quite a variety of birds from patten quail to peafowl. You know, I saw peafowl the other day.
What?
No, not peafowl. Guinea hens along the road on my way to work. Yep.
Oh, I was gonna say the dude out here with that crazy lake and the fire truck.
Yeah.
He had a hen right by his. He's got that.
A guinea fowl?
Yeah.
A guinea fowl is a big gray thing.
I was gonna say it's a giant gray, chunky looking, sort of chicken looking thing.
Yeah, kind of.
Yeah, I think that's what it was then. When I drove in here tonight.
Oh, okay. And then Ben Johnson is in the house. What's up, Winner?
Winner, chicken dinner.
What kind of pizza do you want? Ben's asking.
One of his specials.
Yeah.
Taquitos.
Yeah.
The
usual.
Mudda says one of your specials.
You know what it is.
All right. Getting back to it. Big Ben's in the house. Ben, I will reach out to you and get your address so we can send you your prize, sir. Congratulations.
Good job, Ben.
So, guys, we keep getting distracted.
Yes.
Again. Holly. Say hi, Holly. Okay.
Oh, shit,
Holly does not wish to participate on camera tonight.
Too much lights.
It's okay, baby.
You all right?
Just happy I figured out the trick. I sit by the bright light now. She's not coming at me.
You're safe.
All right. So anyway, butter bar to 4-star.
Oh yeah. That one.
Butterbeer.
Yeah. Well, yeah.
Bar.
Yeah. So anywho.
Butterbeer.
So we decided we have to start in a time period like Vietnam as a second Louis.
Right.
Have to do a couple battles to get promoted.
Well, So before we get locked into Vietnam,
Right.
we need to start in that time frame. It doesn't have to be.
You don't want taco pizza, do you?
No.
It doesn't have
Just
to.
stuffed crust and pepperoni? Okay, go ahead.
So it doesn't have to be that war necessarily, because the other thing that we're talking about is there's nothing that says your U.S. forces or anything else. So, if you are wanting to play an Eastern European force, for instance,
yeah.
that didn't participate in the Vietnam War, find something in that era-ish.
Yep.
So that you can begin your character, essentially.
Yep.
And then have them progress through the ages to when they get to be a 4-star. So, we're going to be all inclusive in this. I mean,
of course.
The goal isn't, you're not playing, there's one character, everyone's playing, Lieutenant so-and-so, and then they have to progress that lieutenant to
because that's
captain to major, blah, 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 blah. You can put them in, they can be from whatever forces.
Mm-hmm.
They could be in whatever branch of service, so it doesn't have to be an Army guy. Could be a Navy guy.
Yep.
Could be an Air Force guy.
Yep.
Could be whatever your country has guy.
Right. So Jim says that Madman had a great idea on a career campaign concept. French Foreign Legion. They're everywhere. And you could be an officer from almost any nation. His idea.
True that.
True that. I thought about joining the French Foreign Legion once. After about 3 years of being married to, what's her name?
Oh, well, yeah, that
You shall not be named.
yeah, that I can understand how you got there. Definitely. Yeah, I didn't think about French Foreign Legion. I did the tryouts for Special Forces, except I didn't have enough rank, and then I got married, and then the Army PCS'd me, and then I just wasn't interested anymore.
Yeah. So listen to this. Madman
It
says,
was a phase.
you guys interested in micro armor sci-fi? It would depend. A guy from the GHQ forum is moving to Chicago and was asking about opponents.
Wait, what?
I told him to look you guys up as you seem very open to different periods and games. We're always open for different things.
I mean, even if it's not a show thing, that could be
just for the heck of it. You know what? It could be somebody to join the, I was going to say the cult, but that's really bad.
As my wife would say, you could go on a little play date with me.
Oh, dear.
She's not wrong. We're going to play a game.
Yeah,
I mean, but yeah.
Donna just doesn't understand.
Oh, she understands.
So anyway, you progress through different campaigns, and then see how you do. You could die.
Yeah, I mean,
and have to start all over, or we'll have to figure out the parameters. There's so much moving parts, right?
What if you end up like Lieutenant Dan? You don't die, but you lose your legs. You're medically retired.
They got guys getting artificial legs these days,
but not back then. They didn't.
True that.
Depends on where in the progression you are.
True that. Just saying. Isn't it amazing how the military's come around?
Oh yeah.
Now they'll let you have, you don't have an arm, leg, whatever. They'll let you. So as long as you have fitness for duty, based upon whatever. But
I was gonna say I think that makes a lot of sense in some ways. I mean, you may have a dude that he's lost a leg, part of a leg, he's lost an arm, part of an arm, whatever. So he doesn't have full physical capability as someone else, but he may have a ton of institutional knowledge.
Right.
He may just be the brainiac that can figure all this stuff out. And maybe that's the guy that you want training people. Maybe that's the guy that you want in your talk, running ops.
Yep.
He can't go out there and shoot people in the face, but he can sure coordinate it and the intelligence and everything that needs to go with it, whatever. So I think that's great that we've come around there.
Most definitely. And Madman just asked, here it is, guys. By the way, does it look good for the St. Valentine's Day Massacre next February?
Look at how they look at me. Okay.
I'm just making sure you didn't plan another Disney trip.
I have not planned another Disney
Then yes.
trip.
Vorpal Bite is in the house.
Oh, there he is. We haven't heard. I think the last time I actually heard from him, I was falling off a chair in a platform.
Oh, Marty.
I'm just saying.
So yeah, we'll hammer out the details. We will put together a packet, a participation packet, a mission brief.
Oh yeah, there you go.
You know,
I
something
like that.
something
I like
cool.
that. That
And
sounds official and stuff.
and then we'll have to come up with, we'll figure it out, and we'll reach out to different people, and
So kind of, but that's more fun. See you next fall. Yeah, this guy, this man.
you funny guy.
If you Vorpal Bite, by the way, if you missed the beginning of the show, that's how we started it off.
It was on there.
But we the last time we were talking about folks that wanted to run a game too. So if there's because we had all our genres laid out. We had a bunch of different stuff we were gonna do.
For Valentine's weekend.
Yeah.
Oh, believe me, because it's my house, my rules. There will be non-historical shenanigans going on. There will.
Like what? You want to play Harry Potter? Because mine's painted.
Wow.
Shot fired. Okay, so everyone except Marty is Valentine's Day weekend. Yep.
Oh, so you want to play?
Well.
Painted? Okay, whatever.
Okay.
I only have the starter set. You've got everything.
Up to a certain point,
No.
we've kind of lost track of the new releases, but
Are there still new releases? I thought everything had been created.
we could technically do it.
I don't think you missing much.
So the question is, do you guys want to actually do it over St. Valentine's Day weekend, or do you want to do it the next weekend, which actually Monday falls on President's Day, so a lot of people would probably have it off.
And your spouses would probably
That's
be less
probably a
irritated.
better weekend to do it.
All right, so we're going to now call it the President. I was
You
going to
can
say
buy
President Assassination
buy-
Weekend.
Well, I was gonna say President's
Whoa.
100, but
Whoa.
we're not. I mean, people like it. I don't know.
Okay, so the comments are exploding, so let me catch up. Vorpal Bite said, crash bang. Madman says, 1 day or weekend long event. We do a weekend long. I mean, you can come one day or the whole weekend. We plan it, Friday and go home Sunday or whatever. And then,
Or if you're local, you can commute back and forth. Whatever.
Chris says we need to play some Dust.
Yes, let's do that, buddy.
And then Jim says, Dawn, lovely Dawn. We have been over this. Harry Potter takes place in the modern age. That means it's considered a modern war game.
I love you, Jim. Thank you.
Kiss ass.
Whatever works. Whatever.
And Chris says, LOL, Jim. And then Jim has already named it.
Oh.
James and Bill,
What do you get?
please share with the group.
Dead President's Day.
Oh. That's excellent. There you go.
$1.
Hey, wait a minute. So is this like Dead Presidents from Point Blank? The Dead Presidents?
Oh, we have to wear masks?
That's what I'm saying.
Oh, we'll do a commercial and we'll all wear masks.
There you go.
Because the best part about that is
Do we get to go skydiving?
You need the shitty dollar store mask. You can't get a good one
Right.
because they didn't have the good ones. See?
Does this mean we get to go skydiving?
No.
Or I will parachute in with the supplies.
Or
Dear
surfing?
Lord. Surfing could be cool.
I mean, something.
I love
We got to work out the details. Well, we can't give it away here. I mean, it's going to be for a promo.
All right. Anyway.
Just saying.
Okay.
But if we want to do any of those, I know a guy.
We know, guys. All right. Madman says, more Cold War as time has passed. You betcha, sir. So, all right. You heard it here. Dead President's Day / weekend. We did a thing, as Jeremy Clarkson would say.
Weekend. Dead President's Weekend.
Yeah, Dead President's Weekend. Yeah. We will start working on details. Like we did last time, we will have a couple pricing options. One will include hotel, or if you want to do your own thing, we'll just have the, and we're not making any money off it. All it does is cover the cost of like food,
Right.
Because we'll have stuff brought in.
I already have some prize support from last year's game.
Right.
At my house.
Yeah, we
Nice.
have some, so
Yeah.
Oh my God, Dennis Cross is in the house again, sir. Hello. Ooh, does this mean I might be able to break out my Dust Germans?
Yes, it does. Bring it. I'll play. I will play. I will play. However,
Will you play?
I'll think about it.
Okay.
I still have some Dust things that Marty didn't get.
Wait, hey, you hold out?
I have Sergeant Victory.
I've got 2 of them.
You
I've got
still
one.
have your Winter Child?
I've got one.
Is that upstairs? Or is it? Was it?
I know. Chris has one.
Painted gold.
Oh no, this isn't a painted one. This is a.
Yeah.
So Chris and I were talking about the Dust figures, and one of the things that so he saw Winter Child, and he's like trying to figure out how to paint it, and I'm like, oh, that's a good one for Turbo Dork Spicy Meatball. That nice metallic
Your
red.
damn Turbo Dork.
I like the metallic.
I
Yeah,
like the
right.
too.
By the
And I
way,
like the names. I like the names.
Well, yeah, but it's super. So it was super hard to thin to run through my paintbrush. Yeah, I couldn't figure out how to run through my paintbrush through my airbrush. And
Can you see it now, everybody?
but
Somebody's holding up the paintbrush. Marty's trying to run through it like a sprinkler.
Yeah.
That's where my mind went.
not one of my good ones though. I mean, one of the crappy ones.
Let's
like my
see.
terrain brushes.
Madman says, if they let me cross the border, I'll be there for the weekend. Are you still talking February? Yes, sir, we are. It's now the
Dead President's Weekend.
Oh my God. We're struggling.
Oh,
to
wait a
get
minute.
that
If he's got to cross the border, he doesn't have President's Day. So we need to tell him what weekend that is.
It's
The 19th and 20th?
18th through the 20th.
18th through the 20th.
Yeah.
There you go.
Let's see. Chris says, Winter Child is awesome. Vorpal Bite says, you say Dust Germans, and I think Africa Core. I'm right there with
The
you.
NDAC, yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, they have those. Yep. You could certainly go with that theme.
Yes,
for
sir.
sure.
Yep.
They have Rommel. That's one of their heroes.
You already done?
For now.
Let me see.
I'm trying. I don't like her at all. She's terrible.
Why?
The guys turned out pretty good. I went with the red for a dress.
So what?
I apparently needed more colors available.
Oh, that's good. The contrast paints work well, don't they?
Mhm.
Oh, Ronnie. You know, colors. You have.
I only grabbed a
From me or from him? Or her?
What's the colors that green you have right there,
This
Marty?
one?
This is a Commando Green from Warpaint. So that is this color.
Is it like a really bright green?
Not really bright, but it's brighter than like the Army Green.
So here's what I would do: is I take some of that green,
Mhm.
thin it down, and go over the skin tones with it, and that'll bring out like a dead fleshy thing.
Okay.
Because right now they look like they have a really good suntan.
Yeah.
Just saying.
It's my Army Green.
Maybe that's how the end of days started.
With a really good suntan.
bad sunburn.
Yeah. Do a little dry brush.
Oh yeah,
Pump it up?
maybe that's
Huh?
yeah.
Anyway,
I got it.
so
Pump it up a little bit. See, you guys are nice and colorful. While my dudes, you're like, oh wait a minute, you painted him? Yeah, a little bit. This guy? Yeah, he's been painted. He's a little brighter, a little easier to see. All of him.
Well, I can kind of tell his pants.
Yes, I was gonna say his pants are bright enough that you can tell. So these will all need another coat. Like these guys, I went with a tan on, so
Oh,
easier
okay.
to see.
oh, I like it. They have different head sculpts. That's awesome.
So you went with the upright guys, not the laying down dead.
The
Or
wounded
the
guys.
dancing guy.
The
I
one-
like the dancing guy.
Wait a minute, except this dude that's on the rave.
What is that?
So okay, so back to Butterbar to 4-star. So we'll get to that with you guys, and here on a Wednesday night we'll start hammering down things, and we will get the mind that is Jim. The mind. You know what he reminds me of? That guy with the really big brain on that cartoon.
The brain.
Pinky and the Brain?
Was that not? Well, I wasn't thinking Pinky and the Brain. There was another guy, but yeah, we can go with Pinky and the Brain. What are we doing today, Brain?
Same thing we do every day.
Right. Over the world. Yeah. So I'm just trying to think of other big. We got to do the war scale. Mega Mind. Thank you, Madman. That was
There
who I
you
was
go.
thinking.
Yeah, you got it.
So, still got to do the. Jim says the same thing we do every day.
That's all right. You know it, Jim. You know it, buddy.
So yeah, all right. I'm really pumped because we have all these great things going right now. So we're talking. We still have to nail down a war scale so we can do our 3 mil, 6 mil, 10 mil, 15 mil.
I was gonna say
20 mil.
15, 20, 20.
I don't know if we're doing 20, 28. We're not doing 20. We're doing 28 because we're doing 50. I don't have 20 mil stuff, but I do have 3 mil. I do have 6 mil. I do have 10 mil. I do have 15. I know I can do any scale essentially, but otherwise it's just gonna get too muddy. If you guys haven't seen Dawn and I's video from a few Wednesdays back, we went out and demonstrated scale, what real ranges would look like at scale. We took the max effective range of an M1 tank, which is 3,000 yards. 3,000 meters, not yards. 3,000 meters. Sorry, I keep forgetting, metric. 3,000 meters, and we showed you what 3,000 meters would be in 28 millimeter scale, 15, 10, 6, and 3. And you see by that, there's no way you would be able to game a majority of those on a game table. And then Vorpal Bite says 60 millimeter is the best toy soldier scale. Those are really big dudes, man.
Yeah, I was gonna say he likes his big dudes. Yeah.
Yeah. Because this is 28 mil right here. So take this, double it, plus a little bit. Those are big dudes. Big dudes.
Although I don't know if I really want to play in that scale. The Vorpal Bite, you do you. If that's what you want to play. But painting those dudes, because you can really get into some good detail and whatnot. That would probably be pretty cool.
Yeah. Yeah, for me, a 60 mil to 75 mil is a contest display piece.
Yeah.
That would be something. And scale 75 actually makes some really good ones.
Yeah, those are. I love those.
I'm trying to think who else. There's another company it's from Spain. I can't remember what it is. You remember, Donnie? We get the Facebook post from them all the time.
Yep.
We'll see. Vorpal Bite says, I buy them pre-painted. Yeah, I know you're one that buys them pre-painted, and that's cool.
Cheater.
Cheater. All the way.
Cheater.
All the way.
Blasphemy. Paint them, sir.
I would rather play the game.
He doesn't like to paint.
No, I was going to say, I'm busting your stones. My best friend doesn't like to paint either. And I bust his stones regularly. So, on a serious note, I enjoy the painting part of the hobby. That's very much something I like to do. However, when it comes to game time, really, it's not my hill to die on. Especially, I may have painted all my shit, and that's me. That's why I like. But if the person I'm playing against doesn't have painted, I don't care. The point is, let's get our little dudes on the table, move them around so we can murder each other.
Right.
I don't.
I think I'm gonna do a painting video on these.
I don't get wrapped around the axle.
It's been a long time since I've done some really nice Napoleonics. I think I'm gonna save these and do a painting video on these because I'm watching you guys paint, and I'm really like, man, I really want to paint. Let's see. Jim says smaller scales for the win.
There you go.
Yeah. Okay.
Wow, this.
I need my paints. I need my brushes. I don't have either. No, that's not good enough.
Oh.
Do you have Games and Gears brushes?
Yeah, as a matter of fact, I do. The ones you gave me are right in there, jackass. Sitting right next to you on the other side. You can't walk up your own damn stairs and get them?
It's a long walk. So, Jim, getting back to the comments, Jim says, smaller scales for the win. Smaller pieces mean bigger battles. Ranks and tanks, baby. Ranks and tanks.
Yeah. Well, Jim wants to be the general. He likes the big battles.
Right? He
right?
wants to be Eisenhower.
So, you need the smaller...
Or MacArthur.
Scales.
Or Chesty Puller. Or who is the... Chesty Puller was an actual name of a general, Don. Don't go there.
I went there.
I was going to say Admiral Nimitz. Is that where
who's the Marine dude? Is it Chesty Puller? Is he the Marine General?
I would have changed my name. Just saying.
Well, it was okay back then.
Call Bill is better.
Does it look better?
Was he Marine?
So no,
or
I mean, it
Navy?
looks a little Incredible Hulkish,
I
but it's kind of cool. I'm digging it.
mean, is there really a difference between the Marine and Navy anyway?
Oh, here we go.
Oh, shots fired.
Vorpal Bite says, I'm a player, not a painter.
Oh, I love that. That's good.
And then he goes on to
Fair
say,
enough.
and then he goes back to what he's famous for on these chats. That stupid Warhammer 40k gives bonus points score for well-painted figures. Makes me sick to call Warhammer a war game. It is what it is. A lot of people play it. My brother plays it. It not everybody can do historicals and stuff. It's fine.
So you got to remember, this is the way I look at Warhammer, because I'm not at all a Warhammer player or a fan, really.
The minis are beautiful.
But I was going to say, GW makes some really good, super extravagantly overpriced models for it that look great when they're painted up. However, it is also the gateway drug into historical.
Right.
Because as Bill said earlier, what's the difference between a sci-fi player and a historical player?
30 years.
They're coming to us, my friend. They're going to get here eventually.
Long story short.
God damn it.
Jim goes on to say, Chesty Puller was a famous Marine general. Yes.
Yeah, Marine, Navy, whatever. It's all the same, right?
Horrible Bite says, I have Chesty Puller figure. Gone.
Oh, yeah, there you go.
Jim goes, God, I cannot type. Chris says, oh, shots fired, Marty.
Yeah, well, no. Shots drank.
Why are you the one taking the shots when he's the one that said it?
And I'm the only one that has to drive tonight.
Because he's the only one with the shot glass.
Yeah, the rest
Like
of
we
you
don't
bitches.
have them in the
Not the
cabinet.
official
That's
shot
fair.
glass. You can't do it without the official shot glass.
Hold on. Flag on the play. You don't have a fucking official shot glass?
No. I created it, but I never got one.
I know. Secret, Marty. It's okay. It's
The
okay, Marty.
reason I do not have one is because I was not happy with this production. I wanted one with our graphic on one side and the saying on the other. I could not get the company that supplied these to do both, so I am in the process of recreating it so we do have both.
So I need to start a tally ledger on how many shots you owe me? What the hell? This is horse puckies. Sir! I call bullshit on all of this. You better just stick a fucking straw in that decanter. That's all I gotta say.
Nobody made you. Just remember that.
You're doing this all wrong. All wrong. I'm gonna disinvite you from your own show.
That'd be funny watching you try and set it up.
Oh no, that's not gonna happen. Totally not gonna happen. I can talk shit all day long, but the technical side of things, not my bailiwick.
And Vorpal Bite says, smack him upside the head. Who?
I was gonna say, which one are you talking to?
I'm really sitting in the wrong spot. I should be in the middle, so I can.
I was gonna say, Dawn's like,
Yeah.
yes. Gonna whack both of them in the noodle and call it good.
Give slaps for everybody.
Exactly.
Ben Johnson goes, hee 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 hee.
Thanks, Ben.
Oh my goodness.
So getting back to whatever. Anyways, we'll talk about something on the next live stream.
Yeah.
Have a fucking idea what it is, but sorry, it is after 8:30, so kiddies should not be watching the show. It is now into the adult hours.
Yeah. The smoking lamp has been lit.
Madman says, Three Stooges slaps all around.
Yeah. Yeah. I go.
Yeah.
Oh,
Let me move these guys that Bill refused to touch because he doesn't actually want to paint.
I know. Whatever.
Making excuses to
done.
not do it.
So technically, you could take over.
take over? Take over what?
I don't know.
All right, then.
Hey, who are those brushes made by?
Games and gears.
Yeah. Games and Gears.
Mm-hmm.
I can paint all you want, but I don't have my stuff.
We're at your damn house.
I have-
Your stuff is here.
I have the rest of the Walking Dead kit over here.
And Viral Bites starting with the jokes. A ham sandwich goes into a bar. The bartender says, "I'm sorry, we don't serve food."
Try the wheel.
I should have a soundboard up so we can do, rim shots.
We should be able to throw the rim shot and the laugh track in there.
Yeah. All right.
Sure.
Well, so Dawn has decided we're going to change our former game room, which we're clearing house. We got rid of a lot of games.
You guys did.
Since you've been down there.
Oh, you got rid of more?
We're going to turn.
Who the hell are you giving your shit to?
Not kidding. Selling.
Okay, all right.
Yeah. So if you want to buy, you're welcome too.
Well, I didn't know it was for sale somewhere.
So anyway, we're going to turn that into the studio so we can do the live stream in a more
refrigerated area.
More refrigerated.
Oh my God! Yeah, that's a good way of putting that.
In a more refined space, so we can actually have. We might actually at some point able to have live studio audience.
Oh, that would be fancy.
Right. Live studio audience.
Your girls could come.
I was going to say.
You on here.
Yeah, we could have both chairs full. That'd be great.
We'll have our own band. How's your kazoo playing?
Oh, I'm on it. I got this.
How's your tambourine?
I have a recorder.
All
I
right.
need to replace my tambourine because Devin called.
Oh, that's right. So we can have our own band, and like I said, we'll have guests and we'll do monologues and good stuff like that.
I'm down. Let's do it.
And then
we get to karaoke on Dead President's Weekend.
Sure.
Oh yeah, it's there.
Okay, there we go.
I mean, how can that not happen?
All right, so going on. Madman says, "How do we get Jim to run his modern air games in miniature? Did it 35 years ago for air superiority. Easy.
Nope.
Build a new room on my house for the permanent gaming room. Also, airfare for all my players. Professional studio space for Madman. Warblebite. I am of the opinion it's not just a game; it's a moving diorama. I like to show off as much as I enjoy gaming. There you go. I agree.
Well, and at the scale he plays at, I mean,
It
trees
better
are
be.
this tall.
Oh, they're taller than that.
You know. Yeah, well, yeah.
I mean, he's 60 millimeters, about yay big, so tree's gotta be yay big.
Yeah. He's got some big stuff there.
Can you imagine doing the Benghazi table in 60 mil?
It'd be your driveway. Literally.
Literally.
Yeah, she'd be huge. That's what she said. Come on now. You gotta get on the ball. And that's what she said.
Oh, the ball.
Hey, who?
You're just mad because you missed it.
All right, so how are we all doing? Let me see your lady there, Don.
Lay.
Now we're gonna copyright. We're gonna get a copyright thing.
Look at Ronnie. Hokey Ronnie. I like it.
Oh no, I think that looks good. I like that.
Yeah, no, that's.
I don't think that's hokey either. I mean,
No.
Hokey would
No,
be.
it was initially when.
Yeah,
when
well,
it was
remember
wet.
when it's wet.
That's what she said.
Now who slowed down?
I was just. You looked at me and you're like, "You gonna say it?" I'm trying to give it to you, but hey, I'll take it. That's what she said. Come on. Come on.
I have.
God, we're not doing the drinking game with that because that would be really bad. Really bad.
I have some putrid green upstairs. We can even highlight the skin with like a dry brush and make it pop out.
I brought. I know. It's
For
too
any
far.
mistakes
Too
or any,
far away.
Oh wait, hold on. I gotta catch up to the
which
thing.
is why he doesn't, do anything else.
Let's see. Vorpalbite. H.G. Wells was an original wargamer. Yes, he was. He wrote the rules of Little Wars. Yes, he did. Madman. What is everyone's name? I came in 30 minutes, so if it was stated I missed it, like to put a name with an image.
I'm gone.
Hi, I'm Marty.
I'm Bill, Sitrep 6. This is our fly girl.
And I'm pretty fly for a white guy.
You are pretty far. Again, if we didn't get zapped with licensure.
I didn't play the music.
I know.
On least. So I was playing it before we started.
We could just
streaming.
sing stuff, and so yeah.
And then Jen says, "Wait, I leave to do some work, and I come back to Jim talking about adding a room onto our rental condo.
See what
sorry, but
When
no.
you're away, Jen, you can't go away. That's just how it works.
No, Jen. He's taking over your room.
Vorpalbite says his figures were 6 inches tall.
That's what she said.
Idiots.
And then Vorpalbite goes on to say, I am Spartacus, which is an excellent game. We could play at the Wargaming weekend.
Oh, that would be so fun.
Yeah.
Oh my god, you know what game we could actually play?
Oh my God, what?
Your
Maximus?
no.
Yes,
your
in miniature.
Iron and Ale.
Iron and Ale. I don't have Iron and Ale.
Isn't that the name of the game? The dwarf one.
Are you talking about the drinking game?
Yeah.
Where we're slapping people?
Yeah.
I don't think so. People might get offended by that one.
I was going to say, I don't know what the hell you're talking about, but I'm in.
Marty's
Pick me.
slapping people?
Pick me. Drinking and slapping? I'm your guy.
Slapping is called a dwarven kiss. He actually slaps.
Yes.
Make this happen.
Isn't that the name of the game? Now you got me wondering. I'm pretty sure that's the name of the game.
I know what you're talking about. I can't remember the name of it. Let's see. Dennis says, I have a copy of Little Wars by H.G. Wells. Madman says, thanks. I get names from usual bi-weekly podcasts, but no pics there. You know, we really need to do something about it. When we get an actual website put up,
Yeah.
we'll have bios and stuff, you know.
That bio for me is going to be lame. Oh, this is a guy that started a few years ago and kind of does some crap. That's my bio.
No, that's not true. She's in charge of falling out of a chair,
That's true. I am the fall guy.
doing the shots when no one else will.
Because somebody doesn't have his own damn shot glass. I bought it from your freaking store.
I explained it. Thank you very much. Quality control. Anyway.
You sold it. The quality was controlled. What the hell?
Man, you are harsh.
I know,
Is the vein
seriously.
popping out yet?
Slightly.
Because
Hey, we got a new follower.
Yay!
yay!
Not sure who the new follower is, but welcome to the show.
Oh,
And
it's not James Johnson.
Walkabout Game says Victorian Sci-Fi, VSF. Victorian Sci-Fi. Is that like steampunky?
It sounds like
Sounds
it.
like
I'm
it,
intrigued.
yeah.
Tell me more.
I was gonna say, this is a new one for me.
And Vorpalbite says Vietnam, and Madman goes, girl genius. What did you do that was smart?
And I hope they're talking about you.
I don't know. What did I do?
And by the way, congrats on 608 subscribers on YouTube. Ding, ding.
Yay!
After the rough month that July was, it's nice to
True
see
that.
the arrow going back up and not back down.
True that. Well, you get the summer doldrums. People are busy doing things. Especially this year. I mean, come on now.
Let's hit 700 by December 31st, shall we?
I like it.
I mean, we were talking about goal setting, last show, and turns out either we're really bad at goal setting or we're really good at it because we've been killing it.
Yeah.
I'm a fan of if
Aim low, less disappointment.
well, aim
That's
low.
what she
Wow.
Anyway.
So anyway, that hit home for a lot of people.
I'm sorry.
Viney, did that hit home for you? What are you doing here, pup? Yeah, hi, baby. But we keep setting our goals and achieving them mid-year.
Yeah.
Which is not complaining.
No.
That's great. Keep it up. Tell your friends. Tell your neighbors.
Yes, please. Let's see. ZFG Yards says, haha, I've been following everything else for years. Twitch is new. Well, regardless, welcome. And I did send you a reply to your message about Chain of Command. Very interested in however we can help you with that.
We could
love to drive some traffic because I know there's a lot of good fans of Chain of Command out there. I have the roles. I actually talked to the guys from Two Fat Lardies years ago when we were over in Ireland.
Wow.
So, or no, not it. When we went to Salute.
Salute.
Yeah, I talked to them at Salute. So,
I've not.
I don't think we'll get to Salute this year, but I sure would like to go next year if things calm down. Salute, if you guys don't know, it's the big wargaming show in England.
They just had UK
Games Expo.
Games Expo,
Yeah,
right?
it was.
Yeah.
I'm gonna, as much as I love my peeps over there, it was very muted. Would you say it was very low key?
Well,
The reporting was very.
But the show was.
Yeah, I know. It just
I mean, this
when you're used to a certain.
and
Fuck COVID.
I know.
I'm with you on that, but you just got to deal with the reality of the situation, and
Oh, believe me, I deal with it every day, man.
Right.
But we're talking about dealing with it in the UK now, so they've got a little different situation than we do here.
Yeah.
Although it looks like things are turning up for them there, that they've kind of peaked and are starting to come down. So
yeah,
God bless y'all for that. 'Cause
Madman says VSF equals Girl Genius Web Comic. Awesome, done by Phil Fagilio of Phil and Dixie, the Dragon, and his wife Kaja. You know what? I'm gonna
Not familiar, but
don't know that one, but we'll look.
I don't know, but you hit a lot of keywords I like. So anything that has dragon in it.
And Fagilio.
I'm interested in. I don't know if I'm gonna like it or not, but we can still talk.
Right? And then there's Vorpal Bite. I've watched Salute on YouTube. Some of those miniature tables look like museum displays. That's true. And make sure you check out from what years, love, when you were broadcasting
really
live.
Great girl that used to report.
Genius girl,
there.
maybe even.
Right?
She and Warren. It's funny. One year, the first year we went over to do Salute was the first year we actually physically met Warren and the guys. We had been communicating via internet for a while. And after the first night, Warren was hungover severely.
Yeah,
it'll happen.
And so it went from Dawn helping out, learning the ropes, to Dawn, you're doing the whole broadcast.
I gotta make it today.
So
here you go.
And then
mic and a camera, have at it.
The first time we met Justin, and he was coming down the stairs from the little offices that we had off the sales floor. And he goes, "Don't go upstairs, Mommy and Daddy are fighting." So that was our introduction to the Beast of War crew back then. Let's see. Dennis says, "Love, what's a tanker?" By Two Fat Lardies. I have not seen that rule set yet, but I'd love to get my hands on it.
I've seen a couple of gameplays on the YouTubes.
Yeah.
Looks interesting. Looks like a good game. I don't have the rule set, so I can't speak to the rules with any authority. But it seems like a fun game.
Yeah. Vorpal Bite. I want to be a top tier operator like that. I'm assuming he's talking about the game display tables. We could show you how.
Oh well.
You know what, Marty? We talked about it. We do have a table planned for Savage Frontiers.
Yeah.
And that is going to be.
We're going to detail that out.
That one's going to be a display piece. That'll be a showstopper convention piece. I'm going to go with realistic water. We're going to make waterfalls. If you've seen some of my pictures, I showed off my water mill, and you can see actual running water that I've created coming off the water mill and stuff like that. And I have actual cattail reeds and stuff like that. So that
board's going to be. I think we said we're going to make that a little smaller. It's going to be a 6x4, so it'll be a little.
It's like a 4x3.
So that'll give us, because it's smaller in scale, or smaller in size, I should say.
We can terrain the hell out of it.
Yeah, we can put some more.
So it'll be something we can take to shows, and people can try out Savage Frontiers and do a quick game and things like that.
And how many winter boards are there? I mean.
You got World War II.
I was going to say, unless you're playing like Stalingrad or something like that.
Or Napoleonic. Hey, does anybody ever learn from history? Do you ever hear the thing called, we learn from our mistakes, history repeats itself, blah, 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 that don't take history away, don't tear down statues, yada, 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 because we have to learn from history. Did Hitler learn from Napoleon?
So, okay, Hitler might have been a whack job meth head. So... I'm just saying. But
is Napoleon the first person to try to invade Russia during winter? I swear there was somebody prior to them who tried to do it in the steppes. I don't remember. I'd have to go back. But not that I was there. I mean, like go back in time to be there. I mean, review and history. That would be cool.
Yeah. Awesome.
Only if we could be observers, not participants.
No. I mean, could we do like
You want to go back? Bill and Ted's Excellent.
Yeah, that's exactly where I was going.
Bill and Marty's Excellent Adventure.
Here we go. Come back with. Here's Napoleon. All right. Well, wait.
Well, he
hold
wasn't
on.
Bill and Ted, wasn't he?
Here's Napoleon.
Oh my God.
Oh, yeah.
Tell us
I just had an idea.
Oh.
Genius
So-
girl brainwave. Here we
Yep.
go.
Here we go. So we need to find out when they're doing reenactments at Cantini, because we definitely need to find out where we can find a phone booth. Hurdle number one. And shoot a video. You guys will have to go into the phone booth.
Okay.
That's one clip.
I'm with you
And
so
then
far.
you have to appear.
So we
in
could.
the, yes, we can.
So you can actually get on Amazon party supplies, and there is the phone booth.
Oh yeah.
Well, wait a minute. So I don't think we need to go to Amazon because I think you can rent those as a, they do like the selfie booth.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
I think you can.
Yeah, but I'm thinking if it's foldable, you can put it in our car, take it out, put it up there, while they're doing their whole mock battle and hop out in the middle of the battle.
I'm saying we don't even
Because
have
we
to buy it
can
though.
put
We
you
can
guys
rent
like, in a
it.
number of locations.
Right?
That would be.
Because I'm thinking once we get the footage, like you said,
Yep.
just green screen that shit right into wherever.
Exactly.
We go.
All right, catching on some more chat. Chris says, I want Adepticon 2022 now.
So Adepticon 2022 is on. If you look at their Facebook page, there's some preliminary information they put out a day or two ago.
Speaking of which, have you gotten any notices for meetings?
They are doing.
No. Hold on. This is not, it's above your pay grade. You're not on the board.
I
Right.
don't know. I would have to check it might just be in the Facebook
Okay.
page.
Well, anyways, sorry. But it's something, anyways, continue your thought.
2 venues this year.
Yeah. Well, they had it last time.
Right. But I mean,
are they doing RPG at the college?
So
No, I think they're
it's
going
not
to
at
Hyatt
college.
this year.
They're going to
Because the college was a disaster. It's too far away.
So, but it
Oh, the Hyatt that's right behind
Yeah.
it?
yeah.
Oh.
Yeah,
that
and there's
makes more
shuttle
sense.
service that they're setting up,
That
and
makes more sense.
plus now that's all additional parking. So good stuff there. But I think they are going to put the historical stuff at the Hyatt. That's what that.
Oh, sure. Put the historical stuff off campus because, it's historical.
That would be the outer rim, not out campus, according to their Facebook.
Holly's
Where-
got the last.
Where, right? She's killing it tonight. And then they're what do they call them? The other one, the core site or something like that. But
To be fair, that's because 40K takes up 3/4 of that.
That's true. Well, you got to remember, Adepticon started
It's
as
a
a 40K
40K
tournament.
Yeah.
That's how it started. So it's going to be its roots.
and admission to one is admission.
It's admission only.
Admission is admission.
Right.
So it's not like there's separate
No.
tickets or anything like that.
The only time you buy extra tickets is for workshops and seminars.
Yeah, workshop seminars or gaming events, like if it's a tournament with a feed in or
Right.
anything.
So catching up on some more comments. It said 2022. Chris then went on to say, Warren hungover? No way. LOL.
What?
Vorpalbite said, drink a few more brews and you'll have a real waterfall. Madman
Drink
said,
a few more and you'll have a real Marty fall.
Yeah.
then Madman said, did the U.S. learn from the Soviets in the 80s? I'm assuming he's referring to Afghanistan. So here's the deal on this one.
No, they absolutely didn't.
No, we didn't. Because since World War II, we have not fought the American way of fighting a war. World War II and previous, how was the American way of fighting a war? You go in, you dominate, you destroy, and then you win. Since World War II, we have not done that.
So we
have not done that.
no, and really
Because what are we worried about?
We've done a lot of
civilian casualties, blah, blah, blah.
Well,
blah.
and a lot of nation building.
Right. We're not, the military is not nation builders.
No, they're
That's
not.
what the UN fucking N is for.
Have you met those monks?
Yes.
No, that is not what they are for. They suck across the board. I mean, I'll just make that as a blanket statement. Like it or not, they suck.
Agreed. All right, moving on before we get pinged from somewhere. NSA's,
Right.
See, Dennis Cross says ambition and ego are a bad mix, referring to my comments about who. James Johnson says Vikings, Mongols, Charles the 12th, of Sweden. I didn't know he invaded Russia. He also went on to say, also Napoleon and Hitler are very different stories. I agree, Jim, but I'm just going from the logistic standpoint of don't fucking invade Russia in the winter.
I mean, yeah, especially the farther back you go in history, the harder of a task that is.
I don't know if that's true, because if you look at the Germans in World War II, everything froze because it's so freaking cold there. I mean, granted, horses freeze and humans freeze, but you have much more equipment you got to worry about as you get modernized, right?
But as you get more modernized, you get like Gaz, where he's like, oh, everything that we have has a fucking teapot built into it.
Right. Freaking Brits. Anyways.
And he does that just to spin me up because he knows I don't have a fucking coffee pot and everything I have. And he's right, and it makes me mad.
All right, so Corporal Bite went on to say corporals. I'm assuming he's referring to who and know who.
Yeah.
Chris goes, I have to put you guys in touch with Steve Pezapoo to talk about Rubicon NAM stuff. Nice. Rubicon makes awesome stuff.
Oh, yeah, I was going to say, they've got some really sweet stuff. And
I would love to do a table Rubicon stuff.
And Rubicon,
and they got a rule set now.
And they are prolific. I mean, they just keep rolling out more and more stuff.
Yeah.
And it's all good.
And now, for probably one of the best comments so far this evening, Chris goes, how soft is your floor, Bill and Dawn?
Chris.
Sorry. Question. We'll find out. What do you say?
And then Dennis goes, Rubicon does NAM. Hot damn. Jim goes, you can't do that anymore. I'm assuming he's referring to the way we used to fight wars.
You could, but you'd be considered a really bad actor.
Right. And then Chris goes on to say, and the Russians did not learn from the British, and the British did not learn from Alexander the Great, LOL.
True.
And then Jim goes on, the age of Clausewitzian warfare died.
Clausewitzian?
Yeah, that too.
That the guy's been.
Well, however.
That's why you got to do the shot so you can pronounce that
You
word.
do not say that. You do not pronounce the W as a W, it's a V.
Clausewitzian, yes.
Right. You said Clausewitzian.
Whatever. I'm 2 shots ahead of you. Put a straw in that decanter, as I told you.
The age of Clausewitzian warfare died forever under the first mushroom cloud of Hiroshima. It goes forever.
Yeah, well,
gone forever. There he goes typing again.
So
and Chris goes, love you, Marty.
Thanks, Chris. Love you too, buddy. So Jim is right. However, what's funny is, especially at the U.S. military academies, Clausewitz is still taught.
Yeah.
So what if we're teaching this, we're talking about it with our future officers. Why the hell have we not figured out the lessons from that time? I'm just saying.
Because we're nation builders.
Because the military does what the politicians
tell them to.
Yeah.
Instead of saying,
because our military is under civilian control, which, by the way, I'm not arguing with that. That is one of the things that makes our nation different from many other nations.
Right.
It makes us, as far as I'm concerned, better than many other nations. However, our politicians come up with some stupid shit for the military to do as well.
Right.
We're the pointy end of the spear for foreign policy. We're, the phrase is, we're the last 50 meters of foreign policy. However, you can't have some stupid shit as your foreign policy.
Right.
Stop that. Which, say what you want about like the Biden administration, for instance. We're pulling out of Afghanistan. Is this a shit show? Sure is. Could it have been done 10 years ago and the exact same thing happened? Sure could have. Because the outcome is going to be the same regardless. And with a few deployments and, some folks that are very near and dear to my heart that live there, that's the way it's going to be.
Yeah.
That was inevitable. The Afghan people, specifically the Taliban, 20 years. They've got 6,000 years of history there.
Right.
20 years is nothing. It's a generation.
Yep.
So what? We don't. It's a blip in time to them.
Yep. So going on, Vorpal Bite, and this is very morbid to me because if anybody knows me, I love horses. Napoleon's troops marched in the cold. They would slice meat off of horses, and the wounds would instantly freeze.
Yeah, well, it's a historical fact.
It is,
though.
but
I mean,
it is what it is.
and think about it. You and I have been soldiers, and obviously not in that time, unless you got some quantum leap shit I don't know about.
The phone booth.
In which case, share with the group. In an austere environment, you will do what it takes to survive.
No, I agree. I mean, like I said, I understand it happens. It does happen.
Yeah.
I mean, they did it during the American West. With the cavalry, they used to shoot their horses when they had to. I mean, it is what it is.
So,
It doesn't mean I like it, but it is facts of life.
but Napoleon's troops in this case, in this specific example, they're
At least
being
the meat
smart.
was warm.
So, one, the meat was warm. Two, the wound would freeze and heal. The horse was still effective, and you got enough energy to sustain you for the next day or two, or however long that little chunk lasted.
Yeah.
So, I mean, is it morbid? Yeah, but you got to understand the circumstances.
And then Jim goes on to say, I was speaking very broadly. Clausewitzian warfare is built on the basic parentheses overgeneralized concept of total warfare. Understood.
Yeah, true, Jim. But again, we're teaching these lessons to our future officers, but they're not allowing our administrations, our politicians are not allowing them to apply those lessons learned because they have different political goals.
Right.
That was my point over that.
And let's see. Vorpal Blight says lunatics are running the asylum.
It's bad.
Green does always taste bad. That's why you don't eat green vegetables. Jim, you boys want to go to Mexico? All right, Jim says, to introduce warfare, the concept of moderation is an absurdity. It is. You cannot. There is no middle ground. It's you're in or you're out. You go to war to win. Period. You don't go and get to a point and stop.
Find, fix, violently engage, and destroy the enemy.
Right. Always bring the bigger guns.
Yeah. Bring more guns. Bring friends with guns. That's what it's about.
There's no such thing as fairness in warfare.
And again, to my point that I just made.
Right.
More guns, more friends with guns. Have them all come.
And then Jim goes on to say, you cannot do that nuclear, TV, and internet age. Granted.
Yeah.
I don't 100% agree with that. I say, fuck it.
You can, but we choose not to. And that goes back to the civilian control of our military and the politicians involved.
Because of the world stage. To be honest with you, here's my impression. After 9/11, I don't think there would be a country on the planet that would have said anything if we'd gone in and totally devastated Afghanistan. Right after. If we went in, we totally laid waste to the hard targets and got the hell out. I don't think anybody would have complained. Everybody understands there's going to be collateral damage, and with modern technology, collateral damage is greatly reduced versus what you had in World War II.
Right, but I mean, so as it turns out, wars aren't won by...
They're not won by the military, they're won by the public opinion.
No, they're not. I would argue that. I would totally argue that point.
You could win the battle, but would you win the war?
So the war isn't won by, I would argue, not won by popular opinion, but it's won by destroying the will of the enemy.
Yeah.
And whatever it takes to destroy the will of the enemy so that they are no longer willing to fight and essentially be your enemy.
Yeah.
Now, what goes along with that is suddenly now there's insurgency.
Right.
Well, if there's insurgency, if you really destroyed the will.
Right.
But has that will gone underground? It's kind of the silent majority, if you will, in warfare.
Dude, we're getting pretty heavy. It's supposed to be a fun.
Yeah, hey, you're the one that put 2 shots of whiskey into me. It's your fault.
All right, moving on.
Jim's fault. I don't know.
Moving on. Let's see. Madman asks Chris from Walkabout, do you have a website? I assume you're a store manufacturer.
What's his website?
So his website is 3D.
Nope.
God damn. Modern3dminis.com.
Nope.
God, that's I had to be close.
Modern3dmini.com.
Oh, it was off by an S. Modern3dmini.com. It's Chris Long. Go see his shit. He's got good stuff. Alex, his boy, runs a lot of it. He's a good dude. Order everything they have. How's
There you
that?
go. All right.
Buy 3 of everything.
So I'm going to skip over some of these. Springtime has joined the stream. Welcome, Springtime.
Springtime for Hitler?
No.
Oh,
Stop.
I saw.
Springtime. That's working on a naval air battle and command modern operations between Taiwan and China in 1982. It gets real fast. For example, F-5Es and 10, F-104s, and MiG-21s and MiG-19s.
Although that sounds like a good deal.
Yeah. Let's see.
So I have a question. So springtime, you said you're working on that. So do you have a big table or a board or something that's going with that? Because that'd be pretty cool to see what you got going on. Oh yeah. Hello.
Let's see. Jim says, in other news, shit.
Yes.
Just in.
The best Chinese fighter in tomorrow's game has no gun. What? Talk about not learning from history. Have they not seen Top Gun? Going to guns.
Too close to missiles. I'm going to gun. Come on. Then he hits the air brakes. They'll fly right by him.
Except
Even
in an
F-14 the
F-14,
wrong way.
that pushing it forward puts an afterburner. Back is 0 throttle. So it's wrong. Yeah. Anyway.
No, that was the air brake pedal.
Oh, that's the air brake pedal.
Yeah, it's for movies.
There's a button for air brake. But anyways.
Let's not confuse cloud the issue with facts.
Springtime says no, it's a PC game.
Oh, okay. All right.
Naval air battle.
So wait a minute. Springtime, you are developing PC games? Is that what he said? Am I catching that right? That's kind of cool. I'm just interested. So
Jim says the freaking J20 carries no cannon.
yeah, that's epically bad.
See, this is the problem with Chinese knockoffs. They don't really know all the details, so there's always something missing.
I mean, would you make a warthog without the big fucking gun in the front? I'm just saying. The Chinese are stealing all of our technology. You would think that they would, be able to catch this.
Right? Let's see. Chris says no gunfighter. Wow. Being a gunfighter, we need to play some gunfighters ball.
Yeah.
Yeah. Do some westerns.
And for our weekend,
We could do some.
and it might be something that is a prize, like a really nice hardbound cover book from Forrest, as well as a couple of other little goodies to go with it. So,
Nothing like having your own pizza man and right in the
yeah.
house. Thank you, Ben.
Ben, you are the man. Thank you very much. Ooh. Hold on. Would you like a slice? For you, ma'am.
Oh, thank
This is not an official endorsement by the Pizza Hut Corporation.
But it could be.
All views of this program are entirely of their own content creators. PepsiCo and Pizza Hut have no responsibility for whatever said tonight. Holy shit, that's hot.
I know,
Thank you,
right?
Ben. Can you throw some
Right.
napkins?
Ben, you are the man. Thank you very much, sir.
Let's see. Jim says, time to add some J11s to the scenario. Shh. Oh, well, was I not supposed to say that? Sorry.
Mhm.
Thank you, sir.
J11, thank you.
We'll share.
Oh.
Let's
Wait a
see.
minute. You got 2. You got 1. Ben gives me 45.
No, I got more here.
He knows you've fallen off of a chair before, so he can only assume this could
Trying
end
to tell
poorly.
me, Benjamin. Fuck's sake. Skinny Jesus over there.
Let's see. Springtime says it's a game I own. It has a scenario maker.
Oh, cool.
And then Dennis goes on to say, we made the same mistake with the F-4 Phantom at the beginning of the Vietnam War. I don't think it had a gun in the beginning. I think you're right, Dennis. It did not. They got rid of it because of the kill ratio going, because of missiles and rockets. They felt that it wasn't unnecessary.
They thought dogfighting was obsolete. Yeah, they learned that lesson, and Colonel Boyd helped them up. Get over that quickly.
And if you don't believe me, refer again to Top Gun because I do talk about that in the video.
Which again, Colonel Boyd, who was instrumental in the Top Gun school being born.
Let's see. Vorpal Bite says, long ago, I played Starfleet Battles. I used to play Starfleet Battles. I was the Orion pirate, and I removed all the torpedoes and replaced them with phasers.
Holly thought that was hilarious.
Right?
Madman says, product placement.
Not yet. As soon as we get a sponsorship, we will, though. Otherwise, you'd see that box right here.
Jim says, totally agree. That was my comment about not learning from history. Gotcha, big guy. And Jim says, I want my share of the endorsement money. Well, it's pepperoni.
I was going to say, as soon as we get it, we'll forward your
checks in the mail.
Yeah.
And the Chinese didn't get the J-11 at Su-27 until 96. Okay. Jim says, what else they talk about in Top Gun? The USS Oriskany.
Yeah. Okay. I see where you're going, Jim. Yeah, it's true.
We should make a game based on Top Gun. There's got to be an Air War C-21 in there, Jim.
Like a miniatures game or a computer game?
Miniatures. No, not computer. No, miniatures based.
And you have to say key phrases.
Yes,
like,
it's part of the game. If you don't,
one of the characters has to be a dude like this.
Yes.
The other one's got to be down like this.
Yeah. There's got to be guys playing volleyball. There's all kinds of.
Oh yeah, I can see it now. The special limited edition figure is like shirtless Maverick.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
And then Chris says Starfleet Battles rocked. Jim said another typo. Arg. Jim says Air War C-21 is written specifically for Top Gun. It says so in the designer notes. You know what? I must have missed that, Jim. I do have the rules. Vorpal Bite says I love miniature gaming.
Yay! So do we.
Mm-hmm.
But Vorpal Bite doesn't like miniature gaming. He likes big miniatures.
Yeah. Springtime says, the AIM-9, however, got more kills in Vietnam than gun kills. They just had some problems with training before Vietnam, but the Israeli AF did us the 30mm guns on the Mirage 3 CJ for ground attack. That's a mouthful. Air Force.
Yeah. Okay. I'm just trying to put all that together.
Yeah.
I've had a couple shots.
And then Vorpal Bite puts, I want to design a miniature game, the crew of the USS Indianapolis versus the Sharks.
Oh, man.
It's kind of rough, man.
That's morbid, bro. It's morbid. So what do you think about for rules?
I would totally play the Sharks.
I want to know what offense the crew of the Indianapolis would have, because mostly they just swim around in the water. So, just saying.
Madman says, most challenging scenario played in air superiority was F-14 versus Su-27 one-on-one. Start off a mile apart, 30 degrees off the same facing. A mile away? You have to only use guns then.
Yeah, you could still use missiles a mile.
A mile away?
Yeah. If you already have lock.
It wouldn't arm in time.
No lock within a mile, won't it?
You may have lock, but you're not going to have... The missile won't arm.
Oh, come on.
It doesn't arm until it leaves the aircraft, so it doesn't accidentally kill the aircraft.
Right, but you're a mile away.
No.
Somebody smarter than me in aircraft. How long does it take for an AIM-9
you want to answer that one? You're smarter than him on aircraft.
Somebody ask Siri. Or Alexa, or whatever.
Well, you unplugged my Alexa.
Well, yeah, so that way she doesn't actually...
Oh, wait! Wait. Jim says, I was going to say, you're well within a minimum range for even Sidewinders, but Bill is totally right.
Oh?
Who plays DCS World in F-14s, qualified in A's and B models?
Okay, all right. Well,
no lock, almost same facing, so side by side.
Well,
because think about it.
Then
you're flying.
Well, that's true because you both have whatever your airspeed is, and you're starting a mile apart, right?
Yeah, it's like
Yeah.
Where did he go? Where did who go?
Where'd who go?
Another Top Gun reference.
Yeah.
This is gonna be Top Gun all night.
Exactly. Yeah.
Oh shit, it's Viper. Oh shit, he's the man. Goose.
Hello.
All right, let's see. Jim says, I have got the missile tables for Air War C-21 open in front of me. Same facing. Vorpal says, I remember some of the missiles in air superiority had such a long range, we didn't even set up the board, just rolled dice to hit. Yeah, true.
Well, yeah. I mean, going back to the video that you did on scale, okay, here's my 28 millimeter miniature, my 20 tanks. And Dawn, I need you to go across the street over there.
It was interesting.
Hold the target up. Literally in the video, because I was looking at it on my phone. But in the video, I couldn't see you anymore.
No, I know. It was, yeah.
Wow, that's a lot harder than I thought it was.
And then Dennis says, permission to buzz the tower.
Yeah, that's right. Negative Ghost Rider, the pattern is full.
Yeah.
Jim says, Madman, I'm reading the comment fast to keep up. You guys are slamming it, man. Woo!
Yeah. What are your jet jockeys just burn or not?
Man, have you still got the ad for that truck driving school?
Yeah.
I might need it.
Well, I think that'll just about cover the flyby.
All right, Springtime says, Canadian Air Force replaced a 20mm Vulcan on its CF-104s G with extra fuel and didn't have AIM-9 capability because it was used as a tactical nuclear bomber. Or what the hell did it defend itself with?
So how did you kill stuff?
I'm looking for pilots, please. Remember, you gotta say please.
Wait a minute. Hold on. Did every time you push the fire button, did it say sorry? Sorry, my Canadian friends.
Chris,
Damn.
shots fired, literally.
Or not. It just said sorry.
Sorry, come in a boot. Sorry. My bad.
I'm so culturally insensitive.
We're so fucked.
My daughter would be very disappointed. Maria only watches this to see if I fall off the chair again.
Jim says, 2 of your snot-nosed jockeys did a flyby on my tower over 400 knots. I want somebody's butt, and I want it now. I've had it. And Chris goes, the CF-104 flying coffin. I think I've heard that.
Yeah.
And Springtime said, speed and low-level flying and balls of steel.
Well, yeah, because all you're going to do is buzz them.
Jim says F-104s and variants weren't the best dogfighters anyways. No, I think they weren't they really meant as a... Is the F-104 the Starfighter? I can't remember. I think it's the Starfighter, right? F-104 Starfighter. But the F-105 was the Thunder Chief. F-104, I think it was the Starfighter. Anyways, it was not a dogfighting. No, it didn't turn. It had those little stubby wings. You know? It just...
Little stubby delta wings, yeah.
Pterodactyl, little test.
It's got T-Rex wings.
You know, it's like those fish with the little... They can't move very fast, because it's doing this, and it's just...
Like in Nemo.
Little thing. Chris says it was a bomber interceptor. Jim says yes, it's a Starfighter. They're making a new Starfighter movie.
Is it about
the last Starfighter?
Starfighter?
The last Starfighter. Okay. I heard they're going to make a Starfighter too. And Jim says more of a high-speed interceptor versus Russian bombers over the North Pole.
Yeah.
Jim, you never flew against Mark Bavanovich, Top Wop, F-104 Ultimate Ace in Air Superiority, Origins tournaments, and the first U.S. pilot to win it. Madman. Must be something in that game. Okay, Jim says, Walkabout Games and I are typing the same thoughts at the same time. Springtime says the F-104A Starfighter was an interceptor turned nuclear strike fighter.
Oh, okay.
All right. Anyway.
I suppose we'll let you have that one.
Yep.
Still seems stupid. But
all right, guys.
I believe we already talked about politicians versus the military.
Cool.
You're not done painting yet?
I didn't use contact paints.
Whatever.
Jim says we all agree.
And 6.
So, guys, we have about 5 minutes left for the show tonight. Any final thoughts, comments, suggestions?
Suck it, I didn't fall. All you people. Screw. I've got a really good chance of making it through the end of the show.
We can still sweep the leg. It's okay.
Oh, you want to go Cobra Kai on my ass? Okay. I'll go crane kick to the face.
Oh, boy. So Jim says we all agree about the F-104s. Chris says we would fire genie missiles at the nukes coming towards North America.
I dream of genie
missile?
like... Dun, dun,
No, I was thinking Aladdin genie.
Oh. Mine are much cooler. Had a better outfit.
Springtime says if you want to be shocked, look up the CF-5A. CF-5A. Must be a Canadian thing.
Yeah, I don't know that one.
Yeah, I'm not sure.
TBH.
I'll have to look that one up because I'm not sure what that one is. Madman said high altitude interceptor used as a low level penetrator with downward firing ejection seat. What could go wrong?
She said.
Oh, that's right. The Starfire, you did not eject through the canopy. You went through the bottom.
Yep.
That's what she
Just strikes itself. Come on now.
Oh my gosh.
Oh.
F5, but with a C in front makes it Canadian. Oh, it was an F5. Wait a minute. The F5 ejection seat doesn't shoot downward.
Does if it's a
Canadian?
CF5. Oh, I guess that's what maple syrup does to planes.
Oh my god.
And there goes our Canadian audience. I severely apologize. Hopefully you can forgive us at some point in your future and come back to the podcast.
Yeah, please, both of you, forgive me.
But we still want to see you at the Dead President's Weekend.
I know not of what I speak, and you don't need me to tell you that, do you?
And remember, Marty's only let out of the asylum once a month, so we cannot be responsible for what he says.
As long as my doctor is on board.
And then, oh, it gets better. You just got dissed by a Canadian.
Well,
Again?
okay. Like that wasn't coming.
Madman states, damn Mukins, I'm assuming it's supposed to be like Americans. Damn Americans can't hold a beer.
Oh, it's not the beer, it's the shot. I'm with you on that one.
And then Jim
and
says,
I might be a little wacky to begin with.
Jim says, no, ugh. We were talking about the CF-5A. Gotcha. I got our wires crossed there. Ha 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 ha. Oh, righty.
Well, our American. That's the moment. Where's it from?
Solomon Island.
Solomon Bird is laughing at you. So, there.
Samoan.
Totally not laughing at me. Totally.
Madman says, and I can't type either. And Chris says, LOL, Madman. All the Canadians are ganging up on us now.
What?
Chris is agreeing with that Americans can't hold their beer.
Oh, okay.
Well, I don't got most of them. Yay?
Well, you know.
Oh, the blacks?
I don't
Yeah.
like beer. So there's that.
Yeah.
Although, yeah, not gonna lie, I kind of like both Molson and
You know, I don't think I've ever had either.
Oh, yeah, I have.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm down. They're good.
Cool.
Not drinking that tonight. You know.
Very cool.
But if any of you Canadian brothers, know how to hook us up with sponsorship, I'd be more than happy to turn this label around so you can read it.
All right, guys. So we're going to go ahead and close out the Sitrep Night Live show. We hope you've enjoyed the last 2 hours. I believe it's been 2 hours already.
Yeah.
2 hours of just laughter and stupidity. Mostly on our parts, not Dawn.
And painting.
Oh, damn.
We got some painting done.
We're now starting an international war.
Oh, Lord.
Vorpalbite says Australians are like Irishmen, drunken brawlers, but without the charm.
Wow. Why are you going there? Who started some shit with the Australians? I like the Aussies. I like the Canadians. All right, I might have talked some shit. All right, I might have done
I
that.
like Foster's beer. Which you ask Australians, they think Foster's is piss water, but you know that is what it is.
But I was gonna say I don't know that
Foster's? Say it again. Where? Anyways, Jim says yay. Jim says the F-35 can carry 4 internal missiles, not 2. Whew. Obviously, he's writing his stuff for tomorrow. And then Jim says, oh my God, Vorpal Bright, LOL. That's from Chris. So again, guys, thank you so much for joining us on this Sitrep Night Live. We will do another episode next month. We're doing it once a month right now. Make sure you catch up with Jim's live stream tomorrow as he takes to the air one more time with the U.S. Air Force and Navy taking on the People's Liberation Army of fucking China.
Commies, die bastards.
Right. And Jim says, we don't talk trash about Canadians, only their combat aircraft. And Madman says goodnight. So for the rest of us here on the Sitrep podcast, guys. Chris says, hey, Marty didn't fall.
That's right. That's right, Chris. I didn't.
So thanks. We're going to sign off now. Take care. God bless. And see you next time.
Night.
Night all.